All right, so we are back again today to do a little bit more tinkering and testing and tweaking and configuring and exploration of the new path tracing mod for Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. This, again, is still not a full playthrough. I'm just so excited about the mod and exploring some new areas, hopefully unlock some new bonfires. And we're going to look at some of the configuration options in the in-game menu. I've been exploring those, better understand them a bit. May have some tips and tricks on how to either improve performance and or image quality. And also there was an update today, an April 23rd update to the public beta of the lighting mod, which I have installed. So we'll take a look at that together as well. I think it enables a free cam mode, which I don't quite know if there's a hotkey or if that's accessible from within the menu. But we'll take a look together and figure it out. Let's switch over here. I'm still in offline mode. I still have the camera mod installed too in case we want to. Not the free cam feature of the lighting engine mod, but just the free cam mod. I mean, sorry, camera adjustment, FOV, positioning, blah, blah, blah. Now, one thing I will say is that I did install the update to the lighting mod, which in the notes described that they changed some of the look and feel of Hyde's Tower. And I loaded it up and I didn't like it. It made everything much darker. There were darker clouds, the shadows were darker. You couldn't really see into the crevice of Bird Dude's robe. It was all just too dark and everything was a little bit gloomier, and I'm sure that's the mod author's intent. But at the same time, I was also able to figure out how to restore just the look and feel of this area to the previous settings. So maybe if we take a break during the stream, I will, because I have to reset the game in order to show the difference. But maybe you want to take a break, we'll do that so I can show you how this area looks with the new version of the mod, and then maybe at the same time I can demonstrate, if you prefer the previous look to the newer look, how you can restore that. It's fairly easy, just copying, pasting some files and some settings into another file from the older versions. All right, but we are back in Hyde's Tower. I've killed too many times the old knight, great ancient knight who hangs out in this little plaza. So, and I guess the quickest path to a new area to explore would be Dead Man's Wharf, No Man's Wharf, Dead Man's Wharf, No Man's Wharf, No Man's Sky, like killing the Dragon Rider, which we failed to do last stream. But before we start going in and playing some more, let's take a look at a couple of the new things I've come to understand in the settings interface here. All right, so under user settings, monitor status. All right, so this area allows you to enable, if you have an HDR monitor, it does require a restart of the game, and then you can adjust your peak nits and your paper white and so forth. And the UI whiteness, which is kind of nice options. But there's also a saturation, contrast, exposure area that applies globally, whether you have HDR or on or off, and that can just sort of allow you to fine-tune some of the settings. So if you want a little bit more saturation, you want to change the exposure. These are sliders that you can drag. It can be hard to get it to land on a specific number you want, though if we look at the instructions, you can control-click on a value to set a specific value. Here it is at 0, and I had it at 0.1. This is a tiny bit brighter. They're intended to be settings that compensate for the brightness and characteristics of your monitor. So it leaves all of the balance of the underlying lighting and so forth and shadows alone, and sort of just applies to the whole image. What's up, Kyle? Drag and drop new graphics and rewrite old graphics. Yeah, but then I had to sort of, in a piecemeal fashion, restore the Hyde's Tower I like. In the process, we do some learning. We get learnt. What else have I learned since last time? I don't know if preset L or preset M looks better here. You can probably get away with DLAA. But there is another setting in here that I want to talk about with you. Preset M look better? There's sort of a wash. And let me turn on Afterburner for later so I can monitor my performance. There's this performance stats section, but it doesn't tell you things like RAM usage, I don't think. I haven't really dug in too deep. This stuff is a little bit too technical for me to understand most of it. But it's not like a performance monitor in terms of your RAM and CPU usage, like Afterburner, OSD. It's just performance of certain mod things. This is, I think, more for developer level access and tweaking and rendering. Render stats. You know, you might be able to glean some insights from this list of parameters, but that's beyond my grasp at the moment. All right, jumping back. What else is interesting other than all the DLA and AA and SS stuff? There is the... Where was... oh, the path count. So, I previously thought that this yellow text corresponded to this path count value. I think it's actually just the amount of rays that are being shot out. So, hypothetically at least, turning this value up will give you better quality at the cost of performance. Drop it down to 3. It's certainly not anything obvious, but I think it might come into play when you're in a very dark setting with very little light coming in. I think maybe it'll improve make things less fizzly or maybe more accurate in those scenarios. Okay, so I encourage you to explore with that and find whatever settings suit your performance needs. So all of the last stream was set with the path value at 1. When I crank it up to 3, and again I'm using DLAA, that native resolution, anti-aliasing, everything at highest settings on the 5080. This allows me to configure the software such that it's getting using the most out of my hardware. If I drop this to 1 in real time, we can already see a precipitous drop in the level of performance. So this is a very heavy setting. And I'm just putting it to the max that I can get away with without overtaxing my computer. And we'll observe together if there's any improvements. Okay, what else? There was a setting in the camera area, which is hiding there all innocuously, all nonchalant. We saw film grain, motion blur, depth of field. There is player cinematic, a checkbox without any descriptor. What on earth is player cinematic? Well, if you enable this, then if we just sit still for a minute, I think, or I might have, we can see it starting to happen. The background's getting blurry, getting heavy depth of field effect. Maybe it's doing some other stuff to improve the lighting accuracy, but I think this is intended so that you can give yourself a cool screenshot if you like. Still works when you move the camera, so sort of cinematic depth of field presentation, focusing on the player character. If you move around too much a little bit, it'll go away. So not something I think you would typically use for gameplay, but it also takes a while for it to sort of fade in, so it wouldn't really impact your gameplay unless you're just standing still. But here we can see the lights from behind the building. The depth of field is blooming out, making the little pillars look more wispy and such, and everything's all blurred out back there. Anyway, so that was an undocumented setting. I'm sure it's documented somewhere, but I wasn't aware of it. Lighting preset. So this allows you to customize the attributes, the settings of whatever lighting mode is currently being applied, whatever lighting atmosphere. So we can see from this list that we have Hyde's Tower here, I'm sure. I haven't gone in, poked in, and made any changes here, but I'm pretty sure these are written to a config file that we'll look at later. And I think this probably would let you in real time make changes to the lighting. I'm not trying to tweak this right now, and if I learn how to configure this at a greater level of detail, I could do a separate video on it. But just know that that stuff is possible. Hey, what's up, GA? Welcome to the shindig. All right. I guess enough dilly-dallying for now. Let us go Let's go see if we can beat the Dragon Rider this time. Because I would like to get to... I would like to get to No Man's Wharf and see how that area looks. If we can pull it off. Ah! Oh no! The mace with its strike damage, strike type, blunt type damage, definitely more effective against these armored, heavily armored foes. I think I did level up a few times, couple times since the stream. I also leveled up the Morningstar +2 now, so somewhat reasonable ability to dish out damage. Now the fact that I've already lost half my health on that first enemy sucks, but I did get a third Estus flask, which should help me my survivability that I picked up in the manor, where I went to the basement and had a chat with some skeleton. Now one thing I learned with this weapon, do a light R1 then an R2. Oop. Well, clearly that was super effective, so that was a tutorial on how to fight this guy. But the R1 to R2 is very fast. I don't know if it's technically a combo, but it's fast to execute. Look at how bright and clean and detailed that looks. Yeah. And this is with the updated version of the mod. And I forget if I mentioned it earlier, but the mod update actually changed the look and feel of this area in a way that I didn't particularly like. It made it darker skies, deeper shadows. So I tinkered a little bit and figured out how to restore the previous look and feel just for this area. And then I think when we take a break on the stream at some point, I will do a quick demo of how you could do that if you ever wanted to try adjusting such things in your own game. All right, I'm gonna get my souls back. Let's see if I can do this without taking lumps. Oh, taking lumps already. Fast. I took even more lumps than last time. My lovely lady lumps. That hammer wielding knight has always been my nemesis. Uh-oh. Too slow on the roll. Well, I guess I'll use an Estus at this point. What I was trying to demonstrate earlier when I died is that R1 is pretty fast, but R2 is also pretty fast. So doing a light attack and a heavy attack, I think that's probably the best DPS I can get out of 2 swings. 2 heavy attacks takes a while. Then heavy to light. Heavy to light, well, I guess I need stamina, but I think heavy to light is pretty slow. Yeah, so I think light attack to heavy attack is pretty viable. So fast. Very fast. Alright, now this greatsword guy seems to be the most squishy of the bunch. Again, love the lighting of this interior, and I think, you know, we'll check it out later, but with the updated version of the mod, I think we lose a lot of this. It's darker and dingier and gloomier, which I get, but I love it. I love a sunny hide tower. Three swings, he's dead, and half my health is gone again. I only got a couple life gems. We'll use one. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh. Bro. I feel like such a klutz. These simple enemies. Alright, 2 Estises down, partial health. Hey, I have to get by another hammered brother. Get to the Dragon Rider with my meager resources remaining. I don't know, can you parry these huge weapons? I don't think you can parry these guys. Not parryable. Take a look around a little bit. The warm glow from the lights in there. I wonder if there's lore behind what is the light source? What fire burns therein? Edges are very close. It's as easy to get killed by the environment as it is by an enemy. All right, now can I get? Let's see if I can get this guy without healing, without getting hit. Ooh. He's so quick to recover. I got hit once. He's so quick to recover, it's crazy. There must be timing. There's a better strat, more consistently. Get him. There's where I got the Ring of Binding. These Hide Knights, I believe they become activated and are no longer chill after I kill the Dragon Rider, I'm pretty sure. Looks amazing. Brother! I also did try installing a couple texture packs, which I then uninstalled. So there was at least one texture pack which was a little bit more heavy-handed and stylized, and I didn't like it. And then there was another one I tried that claimed to just be upscales of the vanilla textures. And I installed them and they looked worse to me. Meaning that when I would zoom in, the little detail, everything just looked too contrasty, or like they boosted the contrast or something. I went back to these, and I think a lot of these textures also have been modified by the lighting engine mod itself to add additional parameters like the physically based rendering attributes that the lighting engine can use. I don't know, don't take my word for that, but I'm something like that. Beautiful. Oh, you know what I realized? There's a lever in there which I haven't interacted with. I think this one, well, I don't know what this one does. The first one raised the floor, but maybe this raises even more of the floor. Let's find out. We're going to commit and deal with the consequence. So now there's no falling either for me or the Dragon Rider Knight. Gives us a little bit more room to work with. Prevents us from using the cheese option. Alright, I've got 1 Estus and 2 life gems. And a fucking Morning Star. Or 2 damage. Being conservative here. Baiting the same attack every time, which is convenient. Uh-oh. Oh, I did dodge it. Now I remember he only has 2 swings on that one. Oh, he hit me. Greedy, I went for 2. I shouldn't have done that. Moment to heal. Just doing one smack each time. Uh-oh. Took one on the chin. That was a 3-swing combo. I thought he didn't have those. But that damage wasn't too bad. Those knights outside do more damage. This guy just has more health. Oh, he didn't do a third that time. Agreed. I'm hopping up and down with joy and excitement. I'm hopping. I don't know their feet went up like that. Yeah, about that 15,000 smackaroonies, and we get a beautiful place to look at. Part of our reward. Get to explore without any threats. Nice looking arena. Take some snaps for tourism. See what we can see. Look back on the level. That's from whence we came. We can already see the Hyde Knights are now restless and ready to destroy me. They are vicious. And especially the Spear Hyde Knight is one of, for me, the most challenging enemies in the game. I die very frequently and almost without fail. The Spear Knight that is on the way up to the dragon. But that's going to be for later. Oh. There's the bonfire down there. Very pretty. And we have a bonfire. Now I know the appropriate thing to do is bash this lady to death and push her off the edge so that you can get something to unlock something and speedrun. But that's not what we're being civil. Milady. Bit of a waxy face. Pious. Oh, empty. Talk.
Are you from these parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power. But the cost of it, that's for your heart to decide.
Talk some more?
I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well... do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of
Maybe she's
miracles?
hollowing and forgetting her miracles, or maybe she's keeping
My
secrets.
preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world. And such is my only wish.
She'll teach me how to make a viable miracle build, faith build. Anything more to say?
Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well... I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude.
Okay.
I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be
Okay.
found without any goings-on.
You have to move soon?
Help the gullible by teaching.
She's being deceptive.
I expected this without...
Yeah, now she's
this
repeating
place.
herself.
Sorry.
You must exhaust the dialogue. She'll sell me a chime. Ring, faith build for the win. No thanks.
No need for miracles.
Nah, all I need is a
The gods frown
miracle.
upon such soul scrimpers.
Let's play with the camera a bit. Boom. We can get a different perspective on this location. Stand at the edge and... That's fun to do these sort of hero shots for greater distance. Yeah, I'm gonna kick it out just a little bit further too, just for lulz. So this is the configurable camera menu, disable auto rotation, FOV adjust mod that we touched on last stream. Lets you get more of the surroundings in a single frame, which is cool. I could also show, like, if I pump out the FOV, you remember what it is now, so I can make both of those changes. Oh, there we go. There we see the Hide Knight waiting for me to ruin my day. All right, enough dilly-dallying. Get back to work. Restore my settings, which are already a little bit more generous than the default FOV settings. All right, we have no resources, or barely any resources. We are going to go back to Majula, level up, and then make our way down there, which will, in short order, hopefully get us to No Man's Wharf. We get the comforting tones of Majula. Yeah, very crisp and clean game image. There, seek less. We're getting several level ups here. So with ADP, there are certain thresholds. So the agility stat is what we're focused on for ADP. And it doesn't increase with every point you put in, but it increases with some of them. And at certain thresholds of the agility stat, you get more iframes. I don't remember what those are, but we'll put at least a couple. We gotta keep pumping in ADP. More power to attack with. More health. More stamina is good for me. I'm a sloppy player. And this weapon requires a fair bit of stamina. One more strength, 2 more health. 2 ADP. And 2 more endurance. So that gives us 100 stamina points. I think that might at least let us do one more attack or just run out of stamina less easily. I should potentially buy a couple life gems as well. I'd have to travel to do that. Maybe we... What's that shiny thing up there? Is that just a light? I'm drawn by the shiny. Oh, it is? What? Huh. Is that always there? What is that? What is it supposed to be? The light source? Is that something more? Well, we're not going down here now. That's how we got to Hyde's Tower in the first place. I don't think we've ever been up to the monument here. Oh, an item. Homeward Burn. Neil? Nah. I'm not looking for a greater challenge at this time. Perhaps before we leave Majula, we'll go into the manor to look at the basement area. Also, because we're gonna go to a darker space again, I'm curious if the additional path bounces are will make things look a little bit cleaner. I believe the update to the mod also changed the look and feel of Majula a little bit. I don't have as clear a mental image of how it looked in the previous version of the mod. I think it might also be a little bit darker. Maybe some of the positions of the shadows changed, I don't know, or the sun, I don't know. But this one, the changes to Hyde's Tower I found more off-putting. I figured the additional paths make it cleaner when there's very little light, because then all the few bounced rays of light are doing all of the work to light the area. All right, so I think there was only one skeleton down here last time. Wonder if there will be more. So the Dragon Rider doesn't count as a boss that lights up a candle on the map. Maybe it's only the main bosses. Dragon Rider doesn't count. Or maybe it requires a reload, I don't know. I lit the sconce. The skeleton doesn't respond? Or maybe I didn't die? I did die. Huh, the skeleton doesn't respawn? Curious. Well, anyways. Here's how this area looks. Do I have any pocket souls? A couple. Soul of a Lost and Dead. Alright, maybe we'll zip over and buy a couple life gems and then go make our way to No Man's Wharf. Oh, interesting, because when you move from one zone to another, it changes the lighting template. So this is how this hallway looks when we're within it, very dark and moody. I noticed that if you're over here, and you use this lighting template as you approach
Girl Action 2
approach the hallway.
says, "Are you actually playing the game now?"
Am I actually doing a playthrough of the game now? No. My character's name continues to be Test, which isn't a good character name, and I'm just still sort of exploring. I want to do an actual playthrough because I might do a different build of a character. But at the same time, yes, I am playing the game. But the intent of this stream is, again, more just exploring and just seeing how areas look with the mod and playing with some of those settings. So I'm trying to make progress in the game so that I can see more areas, basically. Because I'm not very skilled at the game, I do have to do things like level up and get healing resources and stuff, because I'm not able to just blast through everything. A quick detour over to Forest of the Fallen Giants. I forget what triggers the merchant here to come back. You like exploring? Yeah, it's fun. But this game is once you do start playing, you get invested in it. So it's sort of hard to not actually play the game. I love the lighting in here as well. Hey, milady.
You again?
Yes, me again.
It's high time.
You keep saying that. I thought that was her indicator that she will move. But maybe I need to buy a certain amount of stuff from her before she will do that. Maybe this will put us over that threshold. I can buy 2. And a knife, which might come in handy at some point. You're welcome. Alright, back to Hyde's Tower. Onto, hopefully, new surroundings. Look at this little nook. Why'd they build that? No one can get up there. What's it for? What gives? What is that even? What is that even up there? Who built that? What were they doing? What were they thinking? Alright, this place is super dark. Maybe I'll bring a torch. The torch is also nice for looking at lighting effects. I don't think I have a ton of torch time left, the way the torch works in this game. Not an item. Well, it is an item, but when you pick up the torches, you have more time allocated to your torch. I've got 5 minutes and 50 seconds. You can see at the bottom left there above the torch. And you can only light the torch with a special item or at another bonfire or another sconce, so a little bit precarious. Tucked away back here? Indeed there is. Charm. The way that the torch casts shadows on everything is awesome. On myself, on the pillars, on the weapons. I think having the additional paths also might improve the accuracy and fidelity of the shadows that are cast. There's some light in here. Oh shit, one of these dudes. Uh-oh. Ooh. Almost scuffed right away. Down here then. Well, that goes down, but let's see. I think there's more over this way. Here's a trap. In here? No? No trap? No enemy? Soul of a proud knight. Old knight halberd. Human effigy, dark trotches. 4 minutes 20 torch left. Wielding the torch also means I can only wield my weapon one-handed, which makes it less powerful. Ah, are there freaking basilisks down here? Everyone's favorite. This little loop back area. Oh, this is how I get to No Man's Wharf, I guess. But what's down at the end of the hallway? For some reason, I thought I'd go down this way. There's basilisks down here, no? Ah, no, this is the way I came. From whence I came. We do see some enemy here. I think it's my first time encountering this enemy type. I'm putting away the torch. What are you? Got a spear. Whoa! Oh gosh, that hurt. That tickled. Don't do your lightning shit. Ooh. 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 What's our reward? Sublime bone dust. I think that can be used to make my Estus flask heal me for a greater amount of health. These types of nooks and crannies with the player lantern are just among my favorite. Because the way the shadows move along with you when you occlude them just makes all these little moments so moody and interesting. In my humble. I thought there was going to be some basilisks down here, but maybe I'm conflating this with another game or another area. I'm not complaining that there aren't basilisks. Don't get me wrong. Alright, we descend. Great lighting in the chest corridor, meaning no lighting except for my player lantern. Oh, maybe the basilisks are down here. We're not at the wharf yet. Forgot there's another level. This joint. So plenty of opportunities yet for us to die. Now I'm pretty sure Dark Souls 2 used some amount of planar reflections, so by duplicating the geometry, it would have reflections that remain on screen even if the light source isn't on screen. I'm not sure if those have been supplanted with RT. This nook has nothing but good lighting. That's all that's in here. Guys alive. Along. I see the basilisks. Fuckers. Come on, get me. Oh, whoa. He swatted me down. I didn't know that was doable. Oh, nice. Oh, shit! Another one! That's my last Estus. Wasn't Basilisks are never alone, are they? There's gotta be at least. Yep, I see one more. Come, brother. Brother. Oh no, that's not a basilisk, that's a statue, so we can't go up there without a fragrant branch of yesteryear. Oh, wait, this maybe is the way to... This is the way to No Man's Land. Okay. Nothing in here. And we saw that there's a dude up there, but we can't get up there without a freaking branch. Alright, but I'm excited to see a new area. And this is one also that in the vanilla game, lighting is critical. Lighting plays a big part in this level. Now, if I, just for demoing, if I turned off my character lantern here, have fun navigating. That would necessitate you having a torch, which isn't always easy to come by early in the game. Spooky. Definitely adds to the scariness level just from the overwhelming darkness, and again just because of how much more convincing the environments look. Sort of in a subliminal, subconscious way. It just makes me more scared. Are you guys scared? Let's rest so we can get our stuff back, our healing items back. Oh, and I think we can burn the sublime bone dust. Oh, I can only burn it at the main, the far fire. We'll go there real quick. It's worth it. Great chest ahead. Yes. I also have 2080 souls. That might not be enough for us to level up. Though I also have a boss soul. What weapon does the Dragon Rider soul? What weapon does it bestow? I guess it's probably its halberd or something. Probably not something I'm going to use. Especially this is a partial playthrough, not real playthrough, so I'm just going to sell it for convenience. Soul of a Dragon Rider who faithfully served King Vendrick. Long ago, the Dragon Riders mounted worms and were feared on the battlefield for their unparalleled strength. Use it to get some souls or create something of great worth. We're going to use it for souls, baby. Oh, I also have a couple of radiant light gems I should be note of. Well, actually, let's save that for maybe a rainy day. This might be sufficient for us to get a level up. 2,000? Oh yeah, it's probably more than enough. Bear, seek less. How much does a level up cost these days? 2,500? What do I want to put 1 point into? ADP? Nope. Attack power. We'll go vigor. It'll get ourselves a little bit less squishy. No. And again, since not a real playthrough, I suppose I can return to human form. Do I do that by just consuming a... How do we do this? In a while. I think I need to consume one of these. Reverses hollowing. Use. Humanity restored. It's not like in Dark Souls 1 where you have to acquire humanity and then spend it. So now I should have... I think the limit on my health is now removed, even though I'm still missing health just because I used it. But now when I travel, I think my health bar will be full. On to No Man's Wharf. To the unseen path to hide. creates an added level of tension for you. You mean like the lighting and such? I mean, the game's already tense enough, but it's just soaked in atmosphere and moodiness now, even more. Alright, this area is tough. Maybe I'll bring the torch. No, 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 no. Yes, and the such. Only got a couple minutes of torch left, but we can light some sconces. I know there's a few around here. Before we get shot, let's light one. Light it! No iframes. Dogs. No stamina. Alive. Do we want to go this way first? We'll creep out of the water to kill me from behind, I'm pretty sure. If I recall. Yep, behind. No! Don't you do it! Don't you do it! Don't do it! No! Don't do it! Don't do it! Doug. Let's light some sconces while we still have torch left to spend. I think this is going to be a trap. Yep. Coming for me. To the left. Aren't they? They're trying to sneak up on me, but I snuck up on them. Uh-oh. Swarming. Oh no! No, stop it! Don't do that. I need separation. If so many, they are numbered. They have many. Yeah, so the lighting, even in the vanilla game or without the mod, is very important in this area, and I think it just sort of enhanced. Significance is enhanced. Backstab. You get iframes on a backstab at least in this game, don't you? No, maybe not. I think you get backstab iframes, right? Gotcha. Titanite shard, nice. Now, one thing in this game is you can also just buy Titanite shards from Andre, or from the blacksmith for 800 bucks a pop, which is pretty reasonable. Soul of a proud knight. Oh, dude. Oh, I missed. I think that little tiny bit of extra stamina that allows me to have that, give that extra swing. I light you. Retreat. Oh, I'm out of torch. Where can I buy or get more torches? Oh, look at the lighting in there. I think that's the torch friend. I think he'll follow you and light a torch without attacking you. Surely there's dangers in here. Or something's gonna come in here and get me, right? Or pine resin. Or not? And literally nothing in here? I don't know, there was abandoned shack. What is so bright in here? What is... Oh shit, almost got sponge attacked. That's the torch hollow. I think he's non-violent. And he doesn't attack. So I don't have a torch myself, but he's got an infinite torch. It never runs out. It's lonely iron arrow. All right, he can be our lighting escort for now. One of the things we want to do is drop the bridge, but once I go up here, it gets super hectically dangerous. I wonder if I should try to go back and get some torches somewhere. But we'll venture forth for now, see how far we get. I'll use my last Estus. The whole gang is here. I remember it's dangerous once we start going upstairs. It's so fucking dark! Oh, yeah, I can't even see the enemy right in front of my face. Come at me, bro. No! Alright, torchbearer, come. Torchbearer, come. Ah, dogs! Or dog. Yeah, the darkness is crazy in here. The torch brother is so appreciated. Ah, a lit room. Oh, almost hit Lucatiel. Wow. Legendary character.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me. Things are better that way. You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you... I'm called Lucatiel. From the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountain. They say Drangleic brims with powerful souls. And so I came to claim my share.
Torch bro in the foreground.
Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens,
call on me. Call on me.
You are an odd one indeed. Well, you've made a point.
Okay, she's repeating herself.
Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready.
Okay. Oh God. It's so dark. Oh, there's an enemy. Torch bro, where are you? Come. Getting blocked by the table? Come. There we go. Now, these aren't the stairs I came up, are they? Dummy door. Ah! No! I got backstabbed? Oh no! Hitting the fucking walls. Alright, I'm without resource. Is this the way we came? Oh, it is, but there's just another floor. I think I incurred more dogs come after me. But we're escaping with our lives. I think we're gonna go try to see if we can buy some torches somewhere. And I'm also gonna take a quick break, but this will be a good opportunity to show you the differences between Hyde's Tower in the new version of the mod versus the old version, which I've restored, the previous version from a couple days ago. It does require restarting the game. But we'll travel to Hyde's Tower so we can get a sense of how it looks now. And then we'll do the thing. He got blocked by a table, but I helped him out. Alright, so give yourself a mental picture of how this place looks. Oh shit, the fucking Hyde Knights. And another? You fuckers are the worst. These fuckers suck. I just wanted to go up there and show you stuff. Is he gonna come all the way down here? Man, these guys are tough. And 2 at a time? Alright, well, I wanted to be able to show you from up there without incurring the ire of everything. But you can still see, right? Look at the sky, the blueness, the brightness of the sunlight, the brightness how it hits those towers. I don't think he'll come all the way to the bonfire. Gosh, this section sucks now that all those guys are awake and aware and alive. But all right. So just get a sense, mental picture, bright, how dark the shadows are, and so forth. Now, we'll quit the game temporarily, and I will, in case there's any goobers out there who want to understand how to do what I did, or maybe feel the same way about this area, this is useful information. If you want to tailor the mod to suit your preference. Nope, don't continue. Game. All right, so I'm gonna have to set up OBS to show some stuff. Let me prep for that, and we can listen to some music while we're at it. Okay, so let me just get the folders ready to display. Okay, goes over here. And then let me open up the mod folder. Okay. And maybe I'll just do a display share because I'm going to be jumping between applications, so it makes it easier. A display capture. Not capturing this one. Okay, you see it. Okay. So, I know the text is kind of small, but let's go ahead, or I'll describe what we're doing. So, in this folder, I've got the public beta of the path tracing mod from a few days ago and the one from today. And then within this folder, there's a folder called Atmospheric Presets. And then there's an Atmospheres Extended.ini, which includes all of the parameters, the lighting settings for all the different regions in the game, and probably some other stuff too that I don't understand. But there's also these separate files for each area. So here we have level Hyde's Tower. Right, and what? No. And level Hyde Tower Shadow. If I grab both of these, do a copy and a paste. Did I do it? There's no overwrite prompt. There we go. Replace. And then to restore Hyde's Hyde's tower to its previous... Oh, you know what? I put them in the wrong folder. These don't go in here. I need to go into the same folder that I'm copying from. So, sorry. So from the DS2LE atmosphere presets into that same folder, and I'll be prompted to overwrite. Now I'm going to back up my atmospheres extended.ini so I can restore it. Add it to the zip file. But what I did is I went into the atmospheres extended.ini file. I searched for Hyde. You can skip the first few instances of it, but once you get to the whole section called Hyde Tower, copy this entire block into the corresponding file that's in your active game directory. Put copy there. I can shove this to this side. Open up this one. It's in here on the right hand side. We're going to search for the same thing because we're replacing the same block. Where'd it go? Here, Hyde Tower. Hyde Tower. There's no S. Paste, save. So what I've done there is I've restored the Hyde Tower level files and the settings within the atmospheres_extended.ini file. So now, when I boot up the game, we should see the newer presentation of Hyde's Tower, which again, I found less attractive than the older one. Let's show you the game again. Kill this silly music. All right. I mean, it's already immediately evident to me, and hopefully you guys can see it too. Notice how the sky is much darker. There's sort of like dark, stormier clouds. There's not as much sunlight bouncing off this wall. Everything's a little darker and gloomier, which is certainly the intent of the mod author. And then all the towers, they're just more enshrouded in shadow. I'll try to quickly run up here. You see this statue's all too dark for my taste? But that knight didn't see me yet. But I just get a free moment to check this place out. Yeah, it just felt, you know, a little bit unnecessarily dark. It seems like it's simulating a later time of day. And I just preferred the look that we had on the previous stream, so... You like this one better? You feel this is more organic, or the other one's more organic? I'm sure it's subjective, you know, everyone's got their own taste. But I just prefer the original flavor. We're just gonna duck out again. I'm gonna swap it back. You like the updated one? Well, maybe other people too. And the purpose of me demonstrating how to do that is not to tell you that that's what you should do if you choose to play with this mod. It's just to show you how you can make similar changes to any of the levels. And the process would be the same. So I'm just going to quickly restore to my own personal preferred settings. And then I'll take my quick break. And then we'll continue. I'll find my folders here. All right, so I can restore my ini file and just copy over the two level files. Extract here. I'm not showing this to you, but it's basically I'm just reverting the files to what they were before. You know how to use a computer, you can probably figure out how to do that. Okay, so now when I boot up the game, it should be back to what we had previously. All right, so I'm going to take a quick break here. play you guys some music, stretch my legs, and we'll come back. And then maybe we'll try to go back to Forest of Fallen Giants instead and see if we can make some progress that way. See some potentially new areas. Nice Metroid music. You called it Brinstar, I believe that was. All right, I think I have a BRB here. Yeah. You can enjoy this Zelda music or whatever comes up next. Oh, the speaker volume is way low. Was my voice super low? Maybe. I accidentally dragged the speaker volume super low. But anyways, whatever. We're taking a break. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Girl Action 2 says, I thought your voice was fine. Legendary Smokey 7899 says, don't worry, Smokey is here.
Yo, Smokey. You thought my voice was fine? Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe it wasn't impacted by that volume slider, but at least hopefully you could hear me. How you doing, Smokey? Don't worry, Smokey's here. I was getting a little nervous, buddy. Okay, so, oh, I still gotta boot the game again, so let's do that. Somehow I opened big picture mode. Dark Souls 2, everyone's favorite Dark Souls. All right, I've had 0 dropped frames, at least as per OBS today. So, and I think just as I've been eyeballing the stream preview, I think it's been less framey. Oh, I'm showing the wrong. Am I not showing the right thing? Did it show up? And appear. And why is it not appearing? Why is it all of a sudden problematic? Oh, is it game capture? Why are we doing this now? Why are we not showing the game all of a sudden? Window capture? Properties selected. Not that. Game capture. Why is it grayed out? Technical difficulties from out of nowhere. Game's running, it's in a window. Properties. This is curious. I wonder if switching to big picture and back fucked something up. Now we just get dead air, you guys. Let me restart OBS on my gaming computer, so that shouldn't impact the stream. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. Oh. It's because I launched Dark Souls 3 instead. Hey, who would have guessed that it was user error? You guys ever? Who would imagine that user error could have anything to do with it? Sanity restored. Oh, one more critical step. Boom! We're back. We're so back. Okay. Ah! So loud. Humans make errors. The games are just right there next to each other in Steam. They're only one character, one Roman numeral apart. Alright, so I certainly don't want to deal with these Hyde Knights right now, or go through the rest of Hyde's Tower. So we'll zip back to Majula, because we do got a couple of pennies to spend. So again, now, if you remember, this is restored to the previous lighting model for this area. And I just like it better. So it feels like it's just a couple hours earlier in the day. Like instead of like 6 p.m., it's like 4 p.m. Is it less gloomy and scary? Yes, and I like it that way. Damn it. Majula. How's it going, Smokey? I'm gonna have to miss the raid train this Saturday because I got other obligations this Saturday. Let's just spend. Consume souls. We got some good ones. Big money. We'll consume the biggest one. How much does this give us? Probably just a few thousand. 6 G's? Let's just go all in. Buy us a couple more levels. Hello. Become more resilient. Here, I'll hide my camera so you can see the stats. 1 in vigor, get a nice round 20. 2 in ADP, that increases our agility by 1 point to 94, which might be one of the thresholds that gives us more iframes. It gives us 1 more point to level up. Strength for damage output. Yeah, probably that makes it. That's probably a good idea. And every point, every attribute you do put a point into, you get like 2 HP extra. So at the top of the first column there, HP going from 1244 to 1246. So 1 out of 100 is 1%. 1 out of 1,000 is 0.1%. And this is effectively 2 out of 1,000, but 2 out of 1,250. So it's like 0.15% health increase. That's going to keep me alive, baby. What I'm doing on Saturday, I'm going to a friend's sort of function and then a show in the evening. Nothing too crazy. Activities. Level 40. Couple dollars left over. I'm curious what it takes to get the merchant from Forest of Fallen Giants to move to Majula. I forget. I probably just have to make more progress in the level. Oh, and I was talking about the stream stuttering. So, the last stream, I had said as game just crashed? No, what? Something's happening. Uh-oh, we got a visual runtime library error. I've never seen that, but it's there. The game did crash. Huh. Well, while I reboot, I think that was just a fluke. While I reboot, so on the last stream, I'm recording at the same time as I stream. I wanted to get the best recording, so in OBS's advanced settings, I went and turned off chroma subsampling, right? Getting kind of technical, but there's these ways that they describe the color impression, and it's either like, 420, 4000, 400, or 444. I think it's like the bits per channel. And I put it to the highest one, and I think that scuffed not only the streaming presentation, but even more the recording. The recording was an absolute stutter fest. I've now reverted that setting, and I'm not seeing any stutters. We had drop frames right there where the game crashed. I don't think besides that. So I'm hopefully that this stream, once it goes on YouTube, will be at 1440p and not a stuttery slideshow. Let's continue. I got dinner around the corner, but I want to keep plugging away a little bit longer at least. Hopefully this crash isn't persistent. You have a wedding to go to and it's not yours, but you have to go to a wedding, you don't even get married? Now that's curious that the save was back here and not at, even though I did fast travel to the new location, it didn't save it there. I guess because it crashed. It didn't have time to save it at this new location. No crash, please. Here's our merchant still. Now she only has a couple more of these life gems, so I might as well buy a couple while I still can. So she has infinite knives. Buy one more. You're welcome kindly. Alright, so we've got 6 life gems, 3 Estises. And we're gonna try to make our way towards the pursuer. Down here again. It's lurkers. I'm gonna try to do a running attack. Running R1, let's see what that is. Ooh, a running R1 into 2 follow-up R1s. That's 3 pretty quick hits. And I have enough stamina to pull that off. Now, should I go here and kill this guy? Or I'll kill him because he'll probably just lurk on me when I least expect it. Oops, missed. It's not even you. It's someone else. You. Didn't even take 3 hits. Now, if I was feeling intrepid, I could drop down in there and then immediately die shortly thereafter. That maybe will be for another day, or maybe I'll save those kinds of antics for my actual playthrough. Alright, last time I came in here, again, this is one of the scenarios where the lighting really shines. It all comes from that space. Now, someone came and attacked me here, and I knew that someone would be here, but I didn't see from whence they came. Is it you? It is you. He just doesn't wake up right away. Alright, and I think this door is locked, but some of these doors you can bash open. Probably not this one, metal. Bash open the metal. We have to go the circuitous route. Last time we went up, and then we went to the cave and we found the map dude. I think we're gonna go up and left onto the not the ramparts, whatever this high wall, and deal with the frickin' turtle enemies. Which when I first played this game were like, I couldn't understand how anyone dealt with these dudes. Can't go back there, a mystery door. But of turtle brothers while we get shot at by marksmen from across the way. Oh, where'd you come from? No matter. Free throwing knife. Let's clear some of the obstacles. These are explosive barrels. I think I have 1 or 2 fire bombs. 3. Now I don't want to use them for this. I want to get through these guys, and I can try to use the firebomb to blow open the shortcut back to the fire bonfire. Alright, buddy, come. Time to pancake me, yeah? It's crazy. When he hits the ground, the force makes you stand still. Oh, but my weapon and my character are leveled up enough where it's just a matter of 3 swings. That wasn't bad at all. Now, if I go up there, the pursuer will come. But before we do that, let's see if we can secure this shortcut. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! I will let him live. Can I get him to open the shortcut just by doing this? Not quite. Oh, wait. Here, man. I have to just calibrate. Here. Come hit me, bro. Huh? What? He's just got really bad aim? Is that what's going on here? No, he fell. Can he not blow up? Do I have to do them? They can't see me now. Maybe I have to do it myself? I thought the enemy, you could bait the enemy to do it for you. Maybe not. Is it not a sure thing? I thought if I just blow these up, that the path will open. The wall will blow up. Let's find out. Ha! Hey! You did it! Let's unequip the fire bombs. Legendary shortcut. Hey, did you see that? I give you a path. You can leave more easily now. You just go that way. I'm guessing that also influences the lighting in this room now, since there's an additional avenue for light beams and photons to shoot on in here. Fragrant branch of yours, $12,000? Shit. Buy a few of these. All right, I'm still in human form. We can go try to. Let's go try the pursuer, optional pursuer fight. Though I don't know. I'm not super confident. Here he comes. Look at this. Oh. I think you only get one chance in this mode. Otherwise, you have to fight him at the end of the level. I'm doing so little damage, it's crazy. Even with the mace. Oh my gosh. That's not a good way to dodge that. Yep. Oh, I rolled! Ooh. Oh, he's moving faster. Oh no, why'd he hit me twice? A stagger. I'll miss. Whew. Oh no! Oh, too fast. Oh no. What? One hit away. Fuck, dude. That sucked. Damn, man. I was so close. I just missed one swing and then you saw how I got rubber banded onto his sword? You saw I got rubber banded? I would dodge that, but then they scuffed me. Ah, this game will teach you humility, if nothing else. Teach you humility and a few other things while you're at it. So now, since I didn't beat him, he no longer appears at that location. You have to fight him at the end of the map. And I think you get some special reward for beating him there too. I forget, but I'm a little crestfallen. I thought I had it. I was being patient and tactful, and then I got a little bit nervous when I thought I was close to winning, and then I choked, basically. Choked under pressure. And that's also something this game teaches you to do, is to try to remain cool under pressure. At least try. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! Is there a kick move? How do I do a kick? Bro. Not trying to die to you, little scrub. So we still have to deal with the tortoise. Oh god, I missed him. This could be problematic a little bit at least. We did a 4-hit combo? Combo breaker? He's dangerous in terms of his ability to kill you, but he's not that. With this weapon, 3 good solid hits will take him out. So You're aggressive. You're careful. You prioritize avoiding damage. You just only need to get a couple licks in. Make it viable. Bro. Enough with your athleticism. You guys really don't want me to live. Rah! Recover my souls. Ain't nothing easy. Alrighty then. Now I don't know if this is going to I don't know how do I unlock additional paths? I guess I have to just continue this way. I'm out of Estus already though. I'm such a scrub. So but mostly I wanted to go up there and pick up the items I missed. Let me make sure I didn't leave anything. I did. Left at least one shiny. Torch! Nice. Actually useful now. Again, this is an area where the lighting is not so dramatic. It's very cloudy and sort of subdued lighting. But I saw another video, I think a guy named Crest on YouTube produced, where he just did some A/B comparison shots. And again, to my subjective eye, this still does look much better than the, or looks very good if in a different way than the vanilla game. Again, I'm not trying to besmirch the aesthetic of the vanilla game. They did tremendous work with the resources available to them and the hardware and the technology of the time. I think it looks better with all these fancy graphics. Should I want to use life gems just to explore? I'll use one. Or a little bit further. Now there's a bit of a scuffle that occurs down here. I think soldiers emerge from that little hole in the wall. You can sort of see the wall that I'm standing on. There's a little bit of hole there, and if I go down, they start creeping out at me, or I tempt them out by that. Maybe you have to go in there to tempt them out. I would like to unlock at least one other passage. I think if I run through there, if I get through there, I can circle back to the other chamber and unlock a passage. There are items in there, but that is an ambush. I have 0 Estises, so we'll do that next time.
There.
Hey, it's the patches equivalent, right? It's Pate, I believe.
Well, I hope you have a very good reason.
It's pretty quiet.
Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a
My name is
sort of
Pages.
treasure hunt, you might call it.
Always looking for treasure.
Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
He seems so smug.
Oh yes, you be cautious if you go.
It's a trap if I go in there. The cage shuts me in, and then you have to venture and find another way out. But if my memory serves, I'll be able to open a shortcut back to the bonfire.
And it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first.
Look at his posture.
The fellow tried to swipe the lid for himself, but it trapped him inside.
His spear is going through his skull.
I still have the gem.
I wonder he's
spring.
having
I do hope he wasn't harmed.
trouble making sense.
I'll leave this one to you.
Okay, later. All right, so the goal now is to get back to... Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of framiness. I'll be curious to see if the video recording is smooth this time. I have to get through here. This whole courtyard is filled with explosive fire barrels. So I think the idea is to run through and not try to engage in combat here, but engage combat once you're through, lest you get burned. Me with no stamina. Bro. Ow. Through brute force, spamming the A button into blocks, chip damage. I'm gonna kill you through chip damage. Oh, I didn't blow up. That was dangerously close. Alright, we're still alive. Well, look at that intense depth of field there. The lighting in here is cool because it's sort of an enclosed on all four sides by walls. The light is entering from the top. I mean, there's this archway, but there's not much light permeating through the archway. And it just feels that's how it would look in real life, where the top portion of the wall is naturally and well lit, and then it sort of the light bleeds down into here where it's relatively dark. Right, before we die, or have to use more precious healing items, let's see if we can make our way back. I think we have to deal with at least one or two more threats before we... Alright, safety. Oh! The lighting here. Glorious sun. Alright, we've got two soldiers. I think this might be... These two might all be all we have to deal with to get back to... open the shortcut. Two hits if I get him with the running R1 and then an R2. Two hits R1 R2, they're dead. Now this place looks fucking rad. This is one of those areas again where there's one primary point where the light enters the area and it just sort of spreads around subtly and naturally. A little snap there. There's peril all abouts here. If we go down to the end, I think a turtle boy drops up. If I go up the sword, there's an ambush there. Items over there, plus ambushes. Just take a look though. Wow. What a beautiful game. So, as I researched a little bit further, I know that there already is a light version of this mod for Dark Souls 3 available to supporters of the mod creator, financial backers. I think you give them a Ko-Fi or coffee donation or something of the sort. But not as sophisticated as this one. And I would love to see how Dark Souls 1 might look with this type of treatment. Then even Elden Ring. What if, Elden Ring is harder to run than this game since it's much newer, but I bet Elden Ring will look spectacular with off tracing. So I think we can open this door. And then we can go to a boss fight actually over there. Mini boss. Last giant. A shortcut unlocked, baby. For life. And Dieu! Boom. 1, 2. All right, we've locked in progress. We saw a little bit of new areas. We've unlocked more stuff to do. So So I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to do more streams of just exploring lighting mod in an academic sense and jumping into the settings and tweaking all this stuff. I might be ready to just move forward with an actual playthrough of the game at this point. God, it sucks I didn't kill the fucking pursuer. One hit away. Scuffed it. On my actual playthrough. God damn it, I'm gonna fucking kill him first try. I hope. I can't promise, but I'm gonna try even harder than I did today. I'm still de-rusting. You say anything different now? That's what you said before. Leave. Okay. Let's wrap things up at Majula for a little while. I'll tweak the camera mod so we can get some sort of unique perspective on things. The clipping in these games is noticeable. When you say clipping, you mean where the Pate's spear was going through his head? Yeah, and that's been a challenge to solve with video games for a long time. I think Dark Souls games are pretty good about it. They're also so flexible in that you can have a million different types of weapons and all these different types of armor, so it's hard to plan and make sure that nothing ever clips. That's something that might end up happening with newer nexter generations of technology, because it requires a lot of physics and planning and just stuff to have things not clip ever. Let's talk to the blacksmith. Locksmith. What's it going to take to reinforce my... This requires 3 Titanite shards, and they have them, so we can go to a plus 3. And we need a large Titanite shard, so we don't have one of those. So I've got my Morning Star to the highest level I can manage at this time. Unlike most of the other Dark Souls games, I don't know if any of the... Maybe the first one does. You can also reinforce your armor. Which is, you know, but unless I get armor that I really want to use, I probably wouldn't start investing in that.
I'll be around if you make it back.
But I spent a couple dollars. What is it that makes the merchant come here? Do you have to actually kill the pursuer? Maybe you have to kill the giant? Does the cat have anything I want to buy? We have a little bit of money burning a hole in our pocket, and we don't have enough to level. Talk to the cat. You've enjoyed it? I've been enjoying it too. But I mean, how many more streams can I do like this? I'd rather do one where I'm actually just playing the game in earnest and not doing all these, making excuses and doing other stuff. I will take more screenshots while we're here. Cat!
Oh. Who are you again?
My name is Test. I'm Test.
Oh, I'm not serious.
Oh, you silly cat.
You do have a rather pleasant scent. The type I'm quite fond of.
How do I focus on the cat? Oh, stuff is way expensive. Sell Homeward Bones. Prism Stone.
Satisfied?
Alright, I brought a Prism Stone, because there's one thing we can do before we wrap up the stream for today. We'll go trade in something silky and smooth. We'll run back into the things betwixt, which since the last stream I've lit up a number of the sconces. So now there's more lighting in general in this starting area. So it will look a little bit different than the last time we were here. Coming from this brightly lit coastal region, and then you go into a tunnel and then still see the light as you start to enter, but then the light disappears as it fails to bounce around anymore. But we have additional light source here from the top. I love it. I love how it looks. Now darkness. Yeah, so here you can see I've lit the fires, and just the whole area now is better illuminated, more visibility. I'm pretty sure a prism stone counts as a silky smooth item. Let's see if the birds agree. So get a nice view from up here. I will. And there's also the ogre back there. I guess I haven't gone into that tree, or at least I haven't gone back over there. Those are all things I would certainly do just in my normal playthrough, but since I've been just dicking around and playing with the mod, it hasn't been my priority to go to every nook and cranny of every level. Alright, we're gonna drop one of these. They like it. A small blue burr. I don't think that was, maybe that was worth it. Do I have anything else smooth and silky? Without going to the wiki. What is smooth and silky? Lloyd's Talisman, perhaps? That's the only thing that at a glance looks smooth and silky. A coin? Maybe? I've got an Estus flask shard. Whoa, I can get another charge on the Estus. Let's try leaving one of these. See if they like it. No!
Not like that.
Rejected. Not cool. We don't want that. Not at all.
Give it smooth.
I don't think any of these other things are smooth and silky. I mean, I can try the coin, but I doubt it. This is the last thing we'll try. No! Wrong. Do not want.
Give it smooth.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up there. I gotta take some time for dinner. I'm curious to see if the VOD is better than last time. So hopefully I can post this at 1440p onto YouTube. And I won't be streaming this Saturday because the aforementioned I have other plans, social commitments. But maybe some other time this weekend, perhaps Sunday. And I think actually I have Monday off work for reasons. And I'm enthusiastic about this. Look at these graphics. I'm enthusiastic about playing more, so maybe I'll try to squeeze in some time. At latest, it'll be next Tuesday, but I think I'll probably squeeze in at least one silky smooth stream before then. All right, till the next episode, you guys have a blessed evening. Have a beautiful dinner and a good night's sleep. Look you in the eyes real quick. All right, till next episode. Catch you later. Peace.
Can you name the truck with four-wheel drive? Smells like a steak and seats 35. Can you narrow? Can you narrow?